I'd rather not attend Concordia University, Irvine, if I had to relive the Masters of International Studies program, or MAIS, all over again. It's like willingly walking into a trap, blindfolded with no escape. Honestly, the moment I stepped foot on that campus, I felt a sense of unease. It was like the staff was hiding something, and I later discovered that my instincts were right. They seemed too lazy to investigate safety concerns or were overly optimistic and ignorant. It's like they were trying to sweep everything under the rug, hoping no one would notice. 2 weeks ago, I had to call the police, and what did the CUI staff do? Absolutely nothing. They still haven't interviewed any witnesses, and I'm left with medical and attorney receipts that prove they only care about their image and money. It's appalling, really. I mean, what kind of institution prioritizes its reputation over student safety? And don't even get me started on the facilities. They're dated, and the campus feels more like a high school than a university. You're paying a premium for the location, not the education. I felt like I was stuck in some sort of time warp, where the Christian aspect of the school felt forced and judgmental. It was stifling, to say the least. I am a religious person, but I didn't feel welcome or accepted at Concordia University, Irvine. It was like they were trying to shove their beliefs down our throats, without any regard for diversity or individual perspective. I felt like an outsider, and that's not what education should be about. The professors were hit or miss, and the ones who genuinely cared were few and far between. It was like they were just going through the motions, without any real passion or enthusiasm for teaching. And don't even get me started on the large class sizes and lack of individual attention. I felt like just another face in the crowd, not a valued student. Campus safety was another joke. There were several incidents during my time there, and the response from security was slow and ineffective. It was like they were more concerned with covering up the problems than actually solving them. And the food in the dining hall? Awful and overpriced. I mean, who serves cold, congealed pizza and expects students to be okay with it? The career services were unhelpful, and I left feeling unprepared for the job market. They seemed more interested in recruiting athletes than providing actual support for students. It was like they were only concerned with winning, not with fostering academic success. And then there was the housing situation. Cramped and expensive, with terrible roommate situations that the administration did nothing to help resolve. It was like they were just collecting our tuition money without any regard for our well-being. I am not the only one who's had a terrible experience at Concordia University, Irvine. I've seen racism firsthand, and the staff is snobbish towards newcomers. It's like they're trying to create some sort of elite clique where only certain people are welcome. And the accreditation, not recognized by any state schools or other colleges. It's like they're operating in their own little bubble without any accountability. Imagine earning your master's degree and not being given a true graduation ceremony. Concordia University, Irvine, is still doing COVID-19 commencement walks in 2025. It's like they're trying to make us feel like we're not good enough, like our achievements aren't worth celebrating. It's sad, really. Concordia University, Irvine had so much potential, but they squandered it. They're more concerned with their image and money than with providing a quality education and safe environment for their students.
Businesses near Concordia University, Irvine have a reputation for inconsistency, poor service, and questionable value. If you're expecting a smooth, pleasant experience, prepare for disappointment. The area is plagued by establishments that seem to operate on a different wavelength, one where customer satisfaction is an afterthought and basic standards are optional. Let's start with spas. The spas here are a gamble, expensive, chaotic, and often underwhelming. Take Ice Spa, for example. On paper, it's a luxurious retreat. In reality, it's a masterclass in frustration. Customers report massages that end early, therapists who disappear mid-session, and front desk staff with the charm of a tax auditor. One guest paid for an hour-long massage but received only 30 minutes of actual service, then had the audacity to be followed to their car by an argumentative employee. Hygiene is another issue. Shared changing rooms, murky hot tubs, and masseuses yelling at each other mid-treatment. Not exactly the relaxation people pay for. Then there's the food scene. Mexican spots like Taquero Taco Patio are a lesson in lowered expectations. The reviews paint a picture of a place that's given up. Stale chips, incorrect orders, and salsa that's gone fizzy from sitting out too long. One diner found their burrito stuffed with ingredients they explicitly asked to exclude, twice. Another arrived to find the restaurant mysteriously closed, despite having just paid online. The bathrooms, reportedly a biohazard. It's as if the staff dare you to enjoy your meal. Upscale dining isn't safe either. Bistango in Irvine bills itself as refined Italian, but the experience is more like a poorly organized school play. Reservations mean nothing. Guests wait an hour past their booked time, only to be shoved into a makeshift back room with all the ambience of a storage closet. Valentine's Day, a 300 disaster with missing champagne and surprise charges. And don't even think about asking for a different chair if you're plus-sized. Management's patience is thinner than their overcooked bread. Even wine and cocktail spots like Mixing Glass and Market miss the mark. Imagine asking for a sweet wine recommendation and being met with silence before the employee walks away. Or booking a mixology class where you don't actually mix anything, just sit there while someone lectures you about ingredients you'll never remember. It's like paying for a cooking class and getting a PowerPoint instead. Postino Park Place rounds out the disappointment. Servers who ignore you, salads with no dressing extra too if you want some, and somehow, a literal rock in a sandwich. The menu is so aggressively trendy that picky eaters might as well bring a packed lunch. One reviewer summed it up perfectly: "I remained hungry while my party enjoyed themselves." A restaurant that makes you feel left out at your own table is a special kind of failure. So what's the takeaway? Businesses near Concordia University, Irvine operate with a baffling indifference. Whether it's spas cutting corners, restaurants forgetting how food works, or staff treating customers like inconveniences, the pattern is clear: manage your expectations, or better yet, look elsewhere. The area has potential, but too many places seem content to coast on mediocrity. For travelers, that means extra research, extra patience, and maybe packing a snack, just in case.
I was looking into crimes near Concordia University, Irvine, and I noticed that the stores around the campus are pretty much typical small to medium shops that rely on tourists buying souvenirs, jewelry, and gift cards. You know, the kind of places you walk into after a class or a quick walk around Turtle Rock. One of the first scams I read about was a jewelry switch that happened just a few blocks from Concordia University, Irvine. Two people pretended to be friendly strangers and offered a gift of a necklace. While the victim was distracted, they slipped a 2,000 piece of jewelry into their pocket. The poor guy probably left the store feeling shocked, maybe called the police and tried to cancel his credit card. He likely missed out on a night out because he was dealing with the loss. The thieves were later caught on traffic cameras, so I guess they faced jail time and a fine, and the store probably tightened its security. Another story involved a short change trick at a chain store near the university. The scammer would quickly hand over cash, mumble numbers, and the cashier would give extra change by mistake. Tourists who noticed the error probably returned the money or at least reported it, feeling embarrassed but relieved. The store lost a few $1,000s before the police identified the culprit, so I think the offender got arrested and the shop installed better training for cashiers. There was also a self-proclaimed fraud god who was arrested after police found card skimmers and fake DMV paperwork in his bag. He had been targeting shoppers at nearby retail fronts, especially tourists who use cards for quick purchases. Victims likely saw strange charges on their statements, called their banks, and felt violated. The police probably seized his equipment and charged him with multiple felonies, and the affected stores will now have visible anti-skimming warnings. Finally, a gift card scheme ran by a local resident stole thousands of tampered cards that were sold near Concordia University, Irvine. A visitor buying a gift card for a friend probably discovered the balance gone when trying to use it, feeling angry and maybe leaving a bad review. The scammers most likely tried to withdraw the funds before the cards were deactivated, but once detected,